नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Nitya Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, everyone sitting with us through Nityananda TV, Facebook Live, YouTube Live and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Please recite the Kenopanishad mantras 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 along with me, because all that you need to explore together. Yat vachanapyuthitam ena vachapyutyate tateva brahmatvam viddhi netam yatitam upasate yan manasa namanute yena hurmano matam tadeva brahmatvam viddhi netam yatitam upasate yat chakshusha na pashyati yena chakshumshi pashyati tadeva brahmatvam viddhi netam yatitam upasate yashrotrena na shrunoti yenas shrotramitam shrutam tadeva brahmatvam viddhi netam yatitam upasate yat pranena na praniti yena prana praniyate tateva brahmatvam viddhi netam yatitam upasate. Listen, the essence of all these verses, not which can be seen, but through which it is seen. Listen, this verse has two dimensions. For example, you are seeing the hill. Beautiful, large hill ranges covered in snow. The world, that hill, and when it is perceived, the perception and experience you go through in my world, means in your world, both are not ultimate. See who is perceiving inside my world and who is showing outside as the world. In both, if you start seeing the source, you will find Sadashiva. If you start looking, who is showing my world, your world, you will straight have the experience of Sadashiva. If you start looking, who is showing here as the world, who is manifesting, you will start experiencing directly Adi Shakti, but both are one and the same ultimately. Adi Shakti or Sadashiva. Listen, looking with depth, listening from the depth, breathing to the depth. Everything, if you start looking at the source, you will do it from the depth. Understand all the suffering of human beings because you are superficial. Depth brings powerfulness, joy, anything, whether it is breathing, seeing, listening, cognizing, anything happens from the source, from the depth, is Paravidya. Anything happens superficially, Aparavidya. Understand? I never studied the regular Aparavidya, not because it was difficult, but because it was too shallow. That is what I am teaching to my Gurukul kids. I am seeing every day they are evolving, able to make the Aparavidya redundant. I'll make these schools, textbooks, all that so easy for the kids. They will know Aparavidya is too shallow, so that they will start putting their energy into Paravidya, Parameshwari, Srividya, Adi Shakti. The science of enlightenment is Srividya. The science of finding the source is Srividya. The science of finding who is seeing, who is listening, who is breathing, and who is cognizing. Listen. Repeat the verses once more and you will understand. The fifth verse, Yat vachanapyatitam yena vachapyudyate, which cannot be described by words, but which is the source of the vak. The speech does not illumine, reveal, but which makes the speech happen. First. Second, the sixth verse. Yan manasana manute yena hurmano matam, means cannot be cognized by the mana, but which makes mana cognize, which makes mana operate. Next, Yat chakshusha napashyati. Not which can be seen, but through which the organ of seeing is lit, functions. Yashrotrena nashrunoti. Not by the listening, but through which the listening happens in you. Yat pranena na praniti. Ena prana praniyate. Not which can be breathed, but by which the breathing happens. This is one of the most powerful Sahaja Samadhi technique. Constantly try, whole day whenever you can, just try to remember, who is making me see? What is the energy in me which makes me listen? What is the source of me which makes me cognize and think? What is the source of me which makes me breathe in and breathe out? Suddenly you will see, your eyes will be open, but you will be sitting like a hatching mother bird whose eyes are open, but she is not looking outside. The mother bird which sits on the eggs for hatching, her eyes will be open, but she will not be seeing. Your eyes will be open, but you will not be seeing, because you are seeing the seer. Whenever you find time, just try to sit, even for a few minutes. You will pick up Sahaja Samadhi. Your eyes are open, but you are not seeing. Your ears are open, but you are not hearing. You are not sleeping. Your cognition is alive, but you are not cognizing. That is the state called Sahaja Samadhi. After some time, even if you are cognizing, you will not be moved out of that state. You will continue to be in that state and you will continue to cognize. That's a perfection of Sahaja Samadhi. Understand these 5 verses of Kenopanishad is the most powerful technique, method for Sahaja Samadhi. The Gummi song today we were playing, it was from a great Siddha Purusha, Mahasiddha Konganavar. Is Devi Upasaka Shakta. Originally the tradition says the Konganavar's Jiva Samadhi is there in Tirumala temple, and I do strongly believe it. Please understand, all the great incarnations were worshipped with the name of Siddha Purushas in south. The 18 great incarnations happened in the south. One of them is Konganavar. Exactly the word Konganavar means Lord of Hills. Kongu means hill, Anavar means the Lord. Konganavar means the Lord of Hills. And he is supposed to be a Shakta when he was in the body. And it matches because the Venkateshwara's temple, if you see the main Garbhagriha Vimanam, above you will not see Garuda, you will see Simha. And even the traditional information available proves very clearly he lived in Tirumala and has Mahasamadhi Jivasamadhi in Tirumala. Anyhow, in his song beautifully he describes the same truth. Same truth he describes. The Gummi song today morning you sang. That song is directly from him. He describes the same truth of the Upanishads in at least 10 verses. Actually, the unique style of dancing for that song that Gummi songs churns your whole biomemory and muscle memory. The way you need to turn around, rotate your body, it's called whirling. In Siddha tradition, it is used as a technique. When you are whirling again and again, the sounds which is created directly gets into your guts. Because when you are whirling, the pitta will open up. Your guts will record the verses sung. So such beautiful mantra like verses, and you are whirling, it will just become your biomemory and muscle memory. It's one of the most powerful spiritual technique. So even if you miss kirtans, don't miss Gummi songs. It's one of the ancient method of creating right biomemories and muscle memories. It's called, the Kunganavar songs are called Valai Kummi. There are other two Siddhas. Actually, totally 16 Kummi songs are there on Sadashiva, well known. One is from Kalangi and one is from Sattanadar, Sattamuni. And one is very recently from Vallalar, just few hundred years before. So these are some of the most traditional powerful mantras. Please understand, these words came from the great enlightened masters, incarnations. When you whirl with that Gummi, and when these words enter into your system, they work as mantra. They just manifest in you like a biomemory and muscle memory. And I commit with you guys, I'll also compose some Gummi songs in Tamil and English. Because many who can't understand Tamil, for their sake, I'll do English also. First time in the world, English Gummi songs. Through these 5 verses, the Upanishad is trying to tell you to get into the depth. Depth. Don't be superficial. Being superficial will never let you live the life. Somewhere you need to break. Somewhere you need to break the ice. Somewhere you need to evolve. decide today should be the day you should start practicing Sahaja Samadhi, Sahaja Sthiti. Whole day, whenever you find time, start looking at what is it in me which is letting me cognize me and everything around me. What is it in me which is letting me see what I am seeing? What is it in me which is making me hear what I am hearing? What is it that is in me which is letting me breathe in and breathe out? Start that pure questioning. You will see automatically your attention will get centered on something which cannot be verbalized. This question will not lead to any answer. It will lead to an experience, embodied state. The embodied state is the answer for this question. Sahaja Samadhi is the answer for pure questioning. Start the pure questioning and come back. I'll expand on the second kanda. Now the Pratama kanda is over. Iti Pratama Kandaha. The first chapter is over in Kenopanishad. Let's move to the next chapter in further satsangs. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.